Afghanistan, a country thrown back into global headlines in 2021 when the Taliban returned to power. But what is life really like beyond the headlines? Over the next 8 days, I'll be exploring this fascinating nation, meeting its people, learning its history, and immersing myself in its rich culture. I'll travel through breathtaking landscapes, try some of the most delicious food, and experience moments that challenge my expectations, including encounters with the Taliban. This is a journey to understand a country far too often misunderstood. My next destination, Mazar-i-Sharif. But to get there, we needed to drive 500 kilometers, a 13-hour drive. The journey would take us over the Hindu Kush Mountains, past old battlefields and through ancient cities. This ended up being the road trip of a lifetime. Hello guys, welcome back to Afghanistan. Currently in Bamyan, about to do a 500 kilometer, 12-hour road trip to Mazar-i-Sharif. Hopefully we get to see some incredible landscapes, some nice food, some nice people, and yeah, get some good content on the way. Let's get it. The guys downstairs, drivers downstairs. I'm late, I haven't even finished packing. Let's go. Thank you very much. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Setting off this early was a good idea. The beautiful sunrise over the mountains made the tiredness go away. We started making our way to the Hindu Kush Mountain Pass. The scenery was unbelievable. Small mud villages and places that looked like century-old castles. We reached an old Soviet tank, and what do you do when you find one? Climb on it for a photo. We then stopped for a bit of backseat breakfast. Bit of a strange choice in the morning, but when in Afghanistan, do as the Afghans do. I think we've broken down. But there are worse places to be stuck. This place is absolutely beautiful. Afghan roads, brake cars. The roads here are no joke. This isn't me moving the camera around to make it look worse than it is. These roads are bumpy and haggard. This explains why a 500 kilometer journey takes so long. A quick stop for some energy drinks. If you haven't been to Afghanistan, it probably comes as a surprise that they love energy drinks. The companies in Afghanistan take the recipes from Europe and produce their own. You can clearly see which brands these are copying. We were now fully in the Hindu Kush Mountains and it looked rugged up here. There's a lot of effort being put in by the government to fix and improve the roads. We entered the Salang Tunnel, a 2.7 kilometre tunnel that is crucial for keeping the north-south transportation route open throughout the year. Originally built by the Soviets, it's one of the highest road tunnels in the world and cuts the journey between the north and the south of Afghanistan from 72 hours to just 10. Next up, some food. Classic kebabs and a leg of lamb, perfect fuel for a long journey. The landscape in Afghanistan changes rapidly from province to province. We went from grassy valleys to desert-like areas with sandstorms. There has been a lot of conflict in this part of Afghanistan. This can be seen from the buildings along the highway, a scary reminder of what this country has endured. There are Taliban checkpoints throughout Afghanistan and I didn't expect this friendly guy to want a photo. I wanted to take it in front of the Humvee.
Samangan province of Afghanistan. We can say it's the north, somehow the north of Afghanistan. It's actually the north of Afghanistan. So this area is known Takhti Rustam. If we talk about Takhti Rustam, in the past, so there wasn't any chair. So there was, so they make a big place where they could sit, especially the king. This was the place where actually the king Rostam used to sit.
Wow.
So who was Rostam? Rostam was a legend, a guy who has fought. In Persian, we can say literature, he is one of the legends who has fought for his territory, and he is known as a legend of Persian history. There are two different narratives about this area. One says that this place was made 3,500 years before, and one said 2,500 years before. And this area also used to be the Buddhism complex. According to the evidence that our archaeologists has found, so they say that this place was carved by the most primary tools at that time, and Rostam did it by himself.
Single-handed?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. He must have a lot of time.
Actually, he was a very big guy, very strong. That's why.
Yes, this is how deep it is. Crazy. Yeah, the checkpoint with that, getting a photo with those two Taliban guys was really cool. Even though they're really, really, really friendly. And of course the checkpoints are just for safety, but it doesn't take away kind of how intense it is getting out of the car and having a photograph of someone holding a gun next to you and having your passport taken a photo of. But they're super friendly and it's really nice they wanted a photo. And I got to see I was stood in front of an American, I guess it's American, Humvee. So I've never seen one of those before. Yeah, really cool. It's nice to be able to get a photo for a memory, and hopefully they have their photo for the memory as well. Very cool.
There are two big pools. One is there and one is here. It was also made by hands. So at that time when they wanted to have drinkable water, they collect the rainwater here and later they could have access to drinkable water.
Through this?
Yeah, through this. And through that. So here
wow, that's crazy. I did not expect that. So all of this was carved, was it?
Yeah, all of them were carved, and we can say this is the entrance. So it has different parts. There they got a room, and our storytellers or ancestors, they narrate that this was the place where they could, the place for their sheep or animals. They could sleep in the shed.
Down here.
And down there, up there, it was the room that he made when he was married. So there we got two big places. We can say takht, the same chair that I explained for you. One was for Rustam, the king, and one was for the queen. So because they couldn't find such a place there, so they made it with mud. So that one is completely, now you cannot find even the evidence. It is completely ruined.
Yeah.
Collapsed maybe. Only this one. It's you can say it's visible here, and you can see it.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. So we can go around.
Yeah, definitely. Insane that all of this was carved by hand by one man, either 2,500 or 3,500 years ago.
Previous corner, man. There wasn't this type of stone here. Actually, there were some places where you could put your legs and go up and climb. But when the Taliban group says they start governing over Afghanistan, so and they completely blocked this area and covered this. The people should not go up there.
It's probably unsafe anyway, right? So.
Unsafe.
So you can't get up there at all now?
Oh, we can do it. No way. You
Yeah,
don't like
swear.
Bibi, you don't like me?
Bibi?
You want me to die?
Whoa. So this was the wife's?
The place where they made for themselves. When he tied the knot with his queen, so he made this room to live here.
And I'm assuming the black is where there's fire.
Yeah, actually, no. So we are talking about 2,500 years before.
Yeah.
So during this time, so we have been to Bamyan also. There also you find lots of caves. It was somehow black on the roof. So the reason is that people used to live here and they burn a lot of things like plastics, maybe woods. So that's why.
Now we're heading down to the Buddhist Complex, just down the hill. The view up here is absolutely incredible. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Afghanistan's the gift that keeps on giving.
Here, as I told you, we have worship rooms. So we have two. One inside this, one inside another. This one is bigger than that one.
Wow. This is huge in here,
These
isn't it?
rooms took a very long time that they should make this. So according to what they have said, it was carved from up there, the small holes that you can see. It's not just only used for the
Sunlight,
light,
yeah.
but also as a speaker. Right now I'm speaking here, the guys who were outside, maybe there was a possibility that a lot of people gather here, and there wasn't enough capacity of all of those people, so maybe they were sitting outside. So the guy who was giving the speech from here, and the people who were sitting outside, they can hear what he's saying.
Wow, it's amazing. It's huge.
So, you know, the design is the same as it was in Bamyan.
Yeah, scale of this is huge. If you go and watch my Bamyan video, you'll see at the destroyed Buddhas, there's rooms like this, but they're nowhere near as big. They're probably about a quarter of the size. This one is absolutely massive. So impressive that all of this was done by hand. It's the same period, I think, as the Buddhas, so it's probably about 1,600 years old. But the design is so cool. Would have been amazing to see what it was like in the time, at the time. But yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So, in the past, as I told you, there were different types of bazaar, like caravanserais. The caravanserais, they were a big area, a big market where they could just camp there. There were places for their camels, their horses, and other things. And there was a place where they could sell their foods
goods,
or products
yeah.
or goods. So here is also known as the bazaar, especially during the Buddha area. So you can see every single of these was a shop.
Would have been a shop or something, yeah.
Where they could sell their goods. So behind it also maybe there was a storage area where they could keep extra things. You can.
It's huge, isn't it? It's very impressive. And you can see all the carving marks on the ceiling as well, can't you? Yeah, so each individual one of these would have been some sort of shop, and then behind you'd have the store. This place is absolutely huge, essentially a market, or a place where they'd store their camels or their goods or sleep and rest. And yeah, you can just see the size of it. The place is huge. You can see the carvings on the ceiling where it was all carved out with, as Reza was saying, primitive tools. Yeah, proper look back into history, and then yeah, you can see the dark spot on the ceiling where there would have been fire if they were cooking or staying warm or something like that. So sick. We entered another worship room. This one was even bigger. You can see carved out designs on the ceiling. Absolutely beautiful. Going back to the car now. Completely forgot that this was a video about the road trip to Mazar-i-Sharif, but it's 4 p.m. It started at 4 a.m. I think we're about 2 hours away still, but this is a nice stop off. Yeah, pretty cool. One thing I didn't realise before travelling to Afghanistan is the amount of fresh fruit they have. We pulled over to the side of the road to try different melons with the aim of finding the nicest tasting. It reminds me of when people in Europe tried cheeses, but here it's melons.
So this is one of the old palaces in Afghanistan, but the current design and the structure that you can see, or the architect that you can see, it was in 19th century. In the past, our kings used to have different palaces, different headquarters where they could stay, because Kabul is very cold during the winter. So this was the best place for them, or in the summer. So he made this place, or this palace is known as Jehan. It means where you could see the whole world. So if you go up on the roof, so you could see the whole Ulum city or Tashqurgan city.
Wow.
That's why. The architect, you'll find a lot of influence from the British and Spanish. It was made in 19th century when the Britain was here, the Great Britain.
The good Britain, not the bad one.
The Great Britain. In the middle of we can say the palace, it was somehow divided in two sections. Both sides of this palace got the same design.
Why is it just being sort of like abandoned?
Well, from that time till now, so it used to be, it has been used for different purposes. So in previous government, so it was located in a remote area. For example, it's far away from Mazar, far away from Samangan. So it was hard for them to take, we can say, the security, or it should be safe. So you can see a lot of sign of bullets that had been fired over here.
Yeah.
And it was ruined. It got two minarets, so one of them has been collapsed initially, and the second maybe it was hit by some rocket or rocket launchers or something.
So there's been a lot of battles here then.
A lot of that.
Well, yeah, this is beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Huge.
So we have chimney.
Yeah. Big rooms as well. Ceilings are high.
It should be 4 meters, maybe more than that.
Yeah, it probably is about 4 or 5, yeah. Yeah, so here's the basement.
One of the rooms.
Wow. And then obviously it has the opening for light. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Such a shame that it's not used or...
Well, that's all. It needs a lot of money.
Yeah, it does need a lot of money, yeah. It needs a lot of work, doesn't it?
A lot of people actually, they are interested to rent this and build a hotel.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, they're up there, look. You can just see their little heads at the top, that's cute. Big bloody stairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Must have some long legs. Oh, this is nice up here. Sunbathe. Wow. Look at the size of the pool.
Yeah, it was a swimming pool.
It's huge. What the hell? It's massive. This place is absolutely incredible. Such a shame it's in such disrepair and it's been damaged through battles and obviously governments at times haven't been able to look after it because of the price and how expensive it is to obviously maintain and renovate. But you can obviously see the damage it's taken, but the surroundings are absolutely unbelievable. Fit for a king, obviously. But yeah, surroundings are crazy, the views are spectacular. The pool's mental, so big. But yeah, really cool. I didn't expect to see this on the way. Random stop, but really, really, really cool. Just yeah, hopefully someone does something. The guide was saying that people are interested in renting it for a resort. It's not a bad idea. It's huge. 50 more kilometres to go. We're in Mazar-i-Sharif. Finally made it to Mazar-i-Sharif, and it is 8:30 at night. Set off about 4:30 in the morning, maybe even 5. It's supposed to be 12, 13 hours. Did make quite a few stops, but yeah, what a long day. Checked into the hotel. Gonna go downstairs for some watermelon in a little bit, and of course tomorrow gonna be exploring Mazar-i-Sharif. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sign up for Beyond the Borders tours, or link in description if you want to go to Afghanistan yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.